Wow, 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 wow. Do you see? Do you see your new system? I love this. Do you see your new expense dashboard? More beautiful than even mine. Mm. Do you see the new expense dashboard? I love this, I love this, I love this. Wow. This is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. Now, let's check if it's responsive. I believe it is, right? But let's just give it a check. Wow, see, it's quite responsive. I wish I could modify mine to this. I really wish I could modify mine to this. I'll give it a test. If it works fine, I'll just modify that to it. Give it a version 2. Hi guys, welcome back to part 4 of our video, our discourse on programming made easy with ClaudeAI. Okay, now this is part 4. In part 3, we coupled together all that the AI designed for us, as in the script that were written for us. We deploy them. Okay, let me switch to the other screen. Where is it right now? Okay. Now I switch to the screen where our stuff was done. Now remember yesterday we had issue on this page. It was reporting some data table issues. Of course, yesterday was the first time the system ever generated a data table for me, right? All this while I was using my own data table. It will come up with a normal table, but I will convert it to a data table, right? So what I did was to do some debugging and using VS Code. Let me show you what I did. This VS Code. Now look at the index page here, right? So what I did was first I removed where is that code now? Okay, I removed the code that was, yeah. I removed the if statement that was here. I think I might just put it back so we'll see what it was. Let me just put it back. What happened now? Okay, so I will undo what I did here. Okay. Yeah. So this if statement here, okay, first I uncommented it and then here again, right? So if I remove all of this, if I remove all of this and comment in here and run it again, it will give us the same issue. I save, and then I run the page again. You see, it's giving us the same issue right now. So what I did was comment it off because we really don't need it for now. We really don't need it for now. Then for the table list, because if I leave it like this, it will still, if I leave it like this, it will still have the issue will still show up, right? So we'll have to remove this column span here, column span, by adding this here and this here. Okay. So just remove this so that the system will not be seeing this row here. Okay. So if I refresh here, it's gone, right? Now, but there's an issue. I tried to debug the save I tried to debug the save code, but everything I did failed. So I'm thinking that this save did not run completely. As you can even see, the close listen, it's not showing here. I added this one as in the course of my debugging. I did everything. I've done everything here, but and it's taking me time. So what I want to do now is to go back to ClaudeAI and ask it to write the save expression code, right? So, but before we do that, let's save this as a draft. Let's save this as a draft. Sorry, please. Let's save this as a draft. So we'll do a comparison, right? I'll do draft 1. So we'll save this as a draft, right? And we'll close it here. So we'll just open a new file, still call it save expense.php. Well, before I save it, let's first come back here. So we see this is what it gave it. So I come here. Where is my? Okay, just create a new file. Yeah, create file. Then open it. Okay, so now we are going to ask Claude to modify save the underscore expense because it's not saving properly, right? So this is okay, but I would like to add something else to it, right? Okay, so we just modify this to save properly. Okay, or you can say you can put it this way: not saving, not record, modify. Oh, sorry, please. Modify it. Okay. You can use whatever. You even write revise or update. No, you can't not use update because save underscore, not saving record. Modify it. Okay. So now because we're using the free version, okay, this additional will run, but if there is a lot to be done in it, we might get up somewhere and then we're hooked up. But I believe it will run, okay? So let's run it. This is also a way of us learning how to add other, what I would call sub-prompt. Okay, see now. So your message will exceed limit for discharge. I see it here. Shortening a message or sorry, a new one. Okay, so let me reverse it to say just modify it like this. And let's see. Now, if it doesn't run, we might end up running the entire script, right? If this doesn't run, we might end up running the entire script again and see the next, the new script that's going to provide for us, okay? So let's watch it and I'll let you do it work. Okay, it's taking its time. I don't know why it's taking this long. It shouldn't take this long. Okay, it said the same message again. So what we're going to do now is we're going to rewrite the entire script, right? We're going to write the entire script. Okay, don't worry, it's part of the phone. It's part of the phone. So because this is expense, I'm gonna remove something here. I'm gonna remove a field here that will not require so much, right? Although it doesn't really matter. Or maybe I'll still leave it like this, but run it again. I will leave it the way it is. I'll act as though I made a modification here, but I didn't make any modification. I didn't change anything entirely. And then I will save it and allow it to run all afresh. So you see the system is generating a completely new system for us. Now we're going to overwrite everything we've done before. What I will do is I will save it as a draft somewhere in a folder. Okay, and maybe make it available for us too, to whoever wants to review, make a comparison, right? But as you can see, it's running the script all afresh. Now again, what the script it ran before may be different as compared to what is generating right now. Okay, so it's likely going to be different. It's likely going to be different, right? It's likely going to be different, but let's see how it goes. It has generated for us the SQL, it has generated for us the config, the index, the add expense, right? Okay. Now, if this have the development issue again, then I will reduce my prompt question, okay? I'm going to reduce it. But exactly what you saw is what I used. But from what I'm seeing here, the Claude has actually upgraded their system, right? They've upgraded their system, and I'm getting something far better than what they gave me before, okay? Now again, oh dear. Hi guys, so sorry, my light went down as you saw, and ClaudeAI was actually at the verge of completing its coding process, but thank God it did. And after restoring the light, what I did was to put together all the file and upload them to GitHub, right? But nevertheless, I'm still going to show us the final outcome. Like I said, the save script actually wasn't completed at the initial, right? It wasn't completed. So, but when I ran it again, the system built the entire stuff and gave us something far better and more responsive, you know. And that is the beauty of AI. The next time it runs, it improves on the previous. So now let's dive down and see the new code we have. Okay, so let me minimize this for now and then open the platform. Okay, and unfortunately, shall I be able to? I think I can still load the previous one. Let me just get up the. Let me see if I can get the file. Sorry, I'm not doing it here. I'm just doing it outside so that I can secure my system. for privacy sake. Let me just get the URL of the previous so we can do a comparison. I hope it loads. Okay, now let me come here. Launch this dash. Okay, now this is the old one. As you can see, it's called expense tracker, and this is the new one. You can also see the dimension, right? You see that I just did a test and it worked, right? This is the new one. You see that it's the table is not fully at the edge. Now again, let me go back to the old one. See the old one here? Okay. And even the old one has adopted, the records of the new one, because remember, it's the same table. Even though ClaudeAI generated the script again with their database, but remember the fields are the same. That's why I said it's important you create your field. Don't worry, maybe after this very video, I'm going to give us a tip on the best way to ensure that each time you run your script, each time you run Claude, it will not change your field, but we rather maintain the fields you gave it at the initial. Okay, so this is the old one. Now, if I try to edit, yes, it's working, but let's make do with the new one I created. So this is the new one. If I also try to edit, you see the form here. Okay, let me just open in two different, so we just do a comparison. Okay. Where is it? Hold on now. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. Then I'll copy it to a new browser. Okay, so I've copied this to a new browser. Then I'll go, sorry. Then I'll go back to this one and then load. What just happened now? Okay, don't worry. Let me open the new one. So this is the new one, this is the old one, right? So what I just want us to look at right now is the edit form and see if they're the same. This is the edit form of the newly compiled, and this is the, let's open it. This is the edit form of the old one. You see, it's a bit different. This is the edit form of the old one, and this is the edit form of the new one. See, this is more beautiful than this one. Okay. Now let's check if they are responsive, which I believe they are. Yeah, the old one is responsive. Now let's check the new one if it's responsive. It's also responsive, right? It's also responsive. Okay. Now, right, you see that? So let's go back to the, if I click here, it will not take me to the, okay, it's actually taking me to the. Now, let's try to enter record in the new one, which is this one, right? Let's try to enter record. Okay. Entering one. Okay. Now, let's add value here. Let's add date here. Let's add this here. And for description, just copy this and put. Now, in this one, we're going to add another expense just to test, okay? I didn't test by adding the another expense. I just added with the first form. Okay, so let's add, I'm telling you the truth, Claude has really improved. A number of things I'm seeing here were not there when I did mine. Now, I'm repeating this too because this belongs to the company, which of course is your company. Now your user code remains the same. You are the one entering data in your system. So your user code remains permanent. Your user code and your company code remains permanent. So for what I did here for user code, company code, and added by, I added the figures already, behind, and made them hidden, so that I wouldn't need to be repeating them again. So you can do same for yours if you don't know how to go about it. Then here I can enter whatever value I want, right? Select the date again, today's date, and then something. Now I've added 2 expenses, one here and one here. So now let me save. Bam, it has added. You see, this is the very first one I added. This is the second one, and this is the third one, right? Now remember, because they are independent expenses, so the system will not sum them up together, right? It will not sum them up together as one expense, even if you spend them maybe the same hour, the same day. They are all independent expenses. It's also good because you need to be accountable for every dime you spend, right? So even if you give it out cumulatively to someone, but because it was used for the various items, each item must bear its own cost. Okay, so now let's click on edit. You see, we're able to see what we added. If we take let's reduce this to 68, that is done, and we're able to update. You see, 68, that's it here. Okay, so this is how the edit worked. Now, if I try to improve, if I try to make it look more like what I did before, I will need to subscribe, because from what I'm seeing, they really improved on the system. So if I try to say, okay, create a dashboard for index form, let's just give it a try. Nothing wrong, let's just give it a try. So I'll say make index.php, add dashboard, or like this way, modify index.php, add dashboard. Okay, add dashboard. Yes, add dashboard. Okay, to reduce the query, to reduce the issues again, let's just use one line of sentence and just say add dashboard to index. Yeah, add dashboard to index.php. Okay, so let's see if it will run, right? Let's see if it will run. Add dashboard to index. Okay, good. It's running. It's running. Now, what is just going to happen is that we're going to save the initial script of the index page and paste this as a new one. I'm even surprised that it's running, right? I'm really surprised it's running, but that is how it works sometimes. It works sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't work. So, but if you really want to focus on an intense project that you would require a lot of scripting here and there, I will suggest you upgrade by subscribing to a monthly plan. You can just pay for a monthly plan. I don't have any affiliation with Claude, so I don't have any code to give you. Whatever I subscribe, whatever they ask to pay, you pay. I'm not subscribed to them as an affiliate marketer, nor a reseller, nor whatever. So I don't have their code on my page where you can click and subscribe and then I get any kind of commission. No, right? So I'm just like you, who is also longing to learn and to acquire new skills. So I'm saying this because the system is still running. So while we wait for it to complete the entire modification, right? But to be candid to you, Claude has helped me a lot. It has helped me. Now, after this, after this series, I'm gonna work on the. Oh, I just pray it runs. Okay. Now we can't use this. We can't use this. We can't use this form because we can't use this form because the script not complete. But what we're going to do right now is this. We're going to run another script right now. Okay, I've spent 12 minutes. Now I'm going to run another script, the same script, but I will modify the code a bit, right, such that the system will not do too many tasks, but will just give us an index form, an index page. Yeah, an index page that has. First, let me. Yeah. Did it? What did I do here? See, because if I look at the script, as you can see at the bottom here, it didn't run complete, and it was actually compiling, working on the a number of other stuff. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this. Right, I'm going to copy this. I'll cancel it, and then I will generate a new chart. I'll generate a new chart. Then I will say here, design the let me see. So, okay. Now, add mobile. Okay, I would remove edit and I would remove edit and I would remove edit and delete pages. Okay. Then I will say make index, add dashboard to okay, no. Add mobile responsive dashboard and make it add mobile responsive. Okay, no, sorry. Add dashboard here and add dashboard and mobile responsiveness, mobile responsive index.php. Okay, so now what we're interested here is just the dashboard. The system is going to run, but we'll focus only on the index, right? Okay, the system is going to run, but we'll focus only on the index. So when it's done compiling, we will not copy the other script. We'll only copy the index and then rewrite it. Okay, what is this file going around? Okay, so I'm going to run it now. Let's sit and have a cup of coffee while the system generates the script for us. Okay. Okay, it has begun, but like I said, we'll just allow it to run. We will not do anything to it. Each time it runs something new, each time you ask it to run, certainly, it's going to make changes. So you have to be careful on how, if you're very good in programming, especially with PHP, you'll be able to have a workaround about it, right? So this is how I was able to develop my inventory and the rest of them. It's quite interesting though. It's quite interesting because the next time it works, it improves on the previous. Okay. Now, the good thing is you just must know how it works, the right words to give to it. Whatever you give to it, what it will do, is what it will work with. If you allow it to generate everything, including your tables and your column heads, database, and the rest, the next time we run, it will change it, and you'll find it difficult to compile the system together. Okay? You find it difficult to compile the system together. So let's allow it to complete its work here right now, and see how it goes. Okay? It's still running. I may not really bother about the continue. Should it ask for that? Okay, so let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Sorry for keeping you waiting. It's not me that actually is the script. Okay, I think it has gotten to the point of continue. As you can see, it's even at the dashboard that is. It has done it has created. Okay, dash. Okay. You see, it has changed the entire stuff. But let's just continue so it will. We'll see how to get. What do you call it? Yeah, it's building our dashboard, right? But as you can see, it has actually changed the entire thing. It has changed the entire thing for us. Now it's calling the expense entry form, save expense PHP script. It has changed the entire structure as compared to before. It has changed the entire. Why? Just because of the little few words I changed there. The entire system has been changed, right? The entire system has been changed. So it's quite interesting, though. It's quite interesting. But the good thing is our fields remain the same. Okay, so let's look at what it did. Okay, here it created the table, which of course we are not really bothered about. Now, let's look at all of this. I might not give us this again because I already posted to us what we need. Okay, but let's look at the first index it's created and see what happened there. Okay, this is the first one, and as you can see, the code stopped here, and then the second one continued from here. Usually, when I stop like this, the next one continues from where I stopped, or they just give you the entire. Okay, see that? Let me see. Okay, this one is complete. This one is complete. No, this is not complete either. This is not complete. I don't know what I'm going to do now. This is not complete either. This is the first one. This is the second one. Let me see. Let me see down here. Oh, it didn't complete. It didn't complete the script. Let me check it again. I don't think this code is complete, because it ends here, and then the second one too ended here, same points. Let's see. Let me see if it will. Let's reboot it again because it didn't complete, and we'll have an incomplete system. I wouldn't want us to struggle over it again. So let's just reboot it up again. Our focus is our focus here. Our focus here is the index page, which we expect the system to build as a dashboard, right? Now, when it got to that point, it gave us an incomplete script, just like it did in that of save expense, right? I tried to debug, but eventually I realized the script was not complete. So all my efforts were in vain, but it's all part of the fun. And now again, the CSS that was designed for this came out incomplete. So there's no need going ahead with it. Right now, I'm experiencing all this because I'm using the free version, right? If I was using a paid version, I would have more resource time, right, to run my script. For every free version, there's a time allocated for your first run. Once the system hits that time limit, it will stop and then ask to continue. Now, whatever happens when you're about to continue is left for the system, right? That is why it keeps saying AI makes mistake. Now, I've experienced tons of it. It's still coding. It's still developing the script. So I can't really do much to it now, but to allow it finish what it's doing. As you can see, it has finished its work. It changed the entire script, right? It changed the entire script for us. It changed the entire script for us, right? It changed the entire script. I don't know how this happened, but it changed the entire script. Let me see, where's my mouse? Let's see if I can get my mouse. Okay. Again, if I try to, oh no. I can't zoom this. I can't zoom the screen. But like I said, it changed everything for us again. And if you look down here, it's asking me to upgrade. It says, I'm out of usage, right? My limit will reset by 8 p.m. Or because I'm using the free version, right? But it gave me everything new compared to what it did before. Everything new. Well, right now, let's test the index page. Let's test the index page. So I'm going to do it using VS Code. Let me launch my VS Code. Let me launch my VS Code, and we'll I hope I'm the same. Okay. Now here's my VS Code. Now I'm going to save. This as old. I'm going to save this as old. Right? Okay, then I'll create a new file. Uh-oh, what just happened? Oh. Okay. So now go back here. We're on the index. And then I copy. I go back to my VS Code. And then I paste. From what I'm seeing here, it has done something for us. Okay? So we go back to our index and then we refresh. Uh-oh. Yeah, because, okay, it changed. Remember, it changed it changed the connection, the DB connection file. And let's go back to our, okay. Now, if we look at the old one has this config. So let's use the old one here. It should work. The old one should work, I believe. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Do you see your new system? I love this. Do you see your new expense dashboard? More beautiful than even mine. Do you see the new expense dashboard? I love this, I love this, I love this. Wow. This is beautiful, guys. This is beautiful. I think my screen is covering the this part of it. Let me move it a bit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you can see every part of it now. I hope I can. Even if I try to zoom it, and it's responsive. It's responsive, guys. It's responsive. Now I have 3 expenses, total this, add new expense. That is to add new, just click here. The May or the transaction, the very today's transaction. Okay? You see everything, and top business type, top expense channel, right? Everything is responsive, as you can see from here. And why, guys? Now let's check if it's responsive. I believe it is, right? But let's just give it a check. Wow, see, it's quite responsive. I wish I could modify mine to this. I really wish I could modify mine to this. I'll give it a test. If it works fine, I'll just modify that to it. Give it a version 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love this interface I'm seeing right now. But guys, hope it's interesting, right? It's interesting because if you are to do this by hand, you alone, it will take you a couple of days to work on this. But highest I've stayed here is 34 minutes, and this is what I'm getting. Okay, so let's reset, and then let's go back to dashboard face. Okay, as you can see, AI has done a lot for us, and it's still working. Remember, this wasn't the initial interface we got. What we had before was quite a dry table. The next one we did was better, right? A bit more responsive. Then I now asked you to rebuild it again. Now the only thing I did for us to use this was just to change the config file, right? Just for us to change the config file, and we're able to get this beautiful interface, right? So I encourage you to adapt to using Claude and allow it help you improve on your programming skill, lower your programming time. I mean make your programming time very, very lean, very, very lean. So what you should have spent 10 days to work on, a day or less. What am I even saying, a day? Few hours, you are done. few hours you're done, right? We have, as you can see, we have actually completed a full-fledged expense system, right? Okay, see ya in the next video where I will build on the where we'll build on inventory, and I believe as we progressively work on it from one to whatever, we'll get something better. Okay, thank you, and see you in the next series. Remain blessed.